Hello and welcome to Justeventonline Weekend News. I am Fatima Sediki for the news headlines. Tinubu urged African leaders to respect democracy, rule of law, subsidy removal, federal government assures quick relief to Nigerians. 10th NASS to create constitutional roles for traditional rulers, Speaker disclosed. Federal government vows to recover stolen railway properties. Federal government moves to curb dye import, asks farmers to grow producing plants. 2023 Hajj, CEO of RASHAB Delicious Bread and B-Tech Communication holds Thanksgiving prayer. Uzodimma raises IMO workers' salary. Contract talks with Peseiro ongoing, NFF says. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu on Saturday in Nairobi, Kenya, urged African leaders to respect democracy, rule of law and ensure political stability. Tinubu made a call at the ongoing United Nations Development Program going in the Kenyan capital. He urged African military institutions and states to recognize and respect the need for democratic renewal, saying coup d'etat should be discouraged in the continent, especially in the face of challenges like the COVID-19 pandemic, insecurity, and climate change. The chairman, Palliatives Committee and Governor of Kebbi State, Dr. Nasser Idris, has appealed to Nigerians to be patient with the effects of subsidy removal by Tinubu-led government. According to his chief press secretary, Ahmed Idris, who issued a statement to that effect, said that relief is underway from the Palliatives Committee, as all that is required for the disbursement of the palliatives have been put in place to cushion the effect of subsidy removal. Idris noted that he and his members of the committee with the organized labor have assured Nigerians that very soon they would have cause to smile. The Speaker of House of the Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, on Saturday in Zaria, Kaduna State, said that the 10th National Assembly would create a constitutional role for traditional rulers in the country. The Speaker stated this when he paid homage to the Emir of Zauzau, Ambassador Ahmed Bamali. He said the majority of members of the current House Representatives understood the importance of the traditional institution in the country. He noted that members would do the needful to ensure a role is created for the traditional rulers in the Constitution. The federal government has vowed to recover all illegally occupied Nigerian railway lands and properties nationwide. The Railway Property Management Company Limited, a subsidiary of Nigeria Railway Corporation, disclosed this to journalists recently in Gombe. The managing director of RPMC, Timothy Zalanga, said the government has set up a task force to actualize the objective. He stated that the task force would conduct a nationwide audit to recover lands whose records were lost over the years. The federal government has said it is putting in place modalities that will reduce foreign exchange expenditure on dye importation by developing the natural dyes production in the country. The government urged farmers and other interested investors to grow plants that are useful for dyes production. The Director General of the Raw Material Research Development Council, Professor Hussaini Ibrahim, who disclosed this, noted that the present high level of importation of dyes is due to the fact that the development of natural dye in Nigeria has been affected by tedious extraction process and inadequate supply of dye plants, since most of the plants are growing in the wild. CEO of RASHAB Delicious Bread and B-Tech Communication, Garba Adebayo, held Thanksgiving prayer
in appreciation to Almighty Allah for the privilege bestowed on him to perform 2023 Hajj in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia without any hindrance. The program held on Sunday at number 2 Alabiowo Street, Itamodu area in Ilorin. In a sermon, Sheikh Sulaiman Siddiq Kasandugu spoke about the importance of the Hajj pilgrimage and urged all those who have just returned from the pilgrimage to be more prayerful than before and let the teachings of Islam reflect in their lives. He also admonished those around new returnees from the Hajj pilgrimage to seek their prayers, not gifts. Alhaji Garba Adebayo thanked everyone who attended the prayer and prayed for them. He also expressed his gratitude to Allah for the success of his Hajj pilgrimage. The prayer was concluded with a call to prayer for peace and prosperity in Kwara State and Nigeria as a whole. The program was attended by top political leaders and government functionaries, including DG Shagaya Foundation, Alhaji Muftahu Akambioke, former SA to Kwara Governor, Honorable Sulaiman Sekai, former Grand Kadi Muhammad Abdulkadri, Magaji Ile Yaoba, Alhaji Adebayo Jima, Alangwa Badari, Alhaji Soliu, Oba Ishegun of Kwara State, Chief Muhammad Nuhu Gambari, Magaji Mafolaku, Alhaji Nasiruddin Babatunde, among others. The governor of Imo State, Uzodimma, has announced a new minimum wage of 40,000 naira for workers in the state to ease the pains caused by the removal of fuel subsidy. The governor also announced 5 billion naira revolving loan for farmers, as well as free transportation and medical care. Uzodimma made the announcement during a special meeting with critical Imo stakeholders on Saturday in Owerri. The last on the news is sports. The Nigeria Football Federation has confirmed that talks are ongoing with Super Eagles head coach Jose Peseiro over a new contract. Peseiro's previous contract with the Nigeria Football Federation ended last month. The Portuguese have been reportedly offered a pay cut to remain in charge of the three-time African champions. We have come to the end of the news. Here's a recap of the story. Tinubu urged African leaders to respect democracy, rule of law, subsidy removal, federal government assures quick relief to Nigerians. 10th NASS to create constitutional roles for traditional rulers, Speaker disclosed. Federal government vows to recover stolen railway properties. Federal government move to curb black imports, asks farmers to grow producing plants. 2023 Hajj, CEO of RASHAB Delicious Bread and BTech Communication holds Thanksgiving prayer. Uzodimma raises Imo workers' salary. Contract talks with Peseiro ongoing, NFF says. Thank you for watching Just Events Online Weekend News. Remember, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with the tap at Just Events Online. You can also send us an email on justeventsonline@gmail.com. I am Fatima Siki. Good night.